Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to Part 11 of the Legend of Zelda full playthrough Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Ice Cavern. Inside the Ice Cavern are 3 gold Skulltulas and the Iron Boots. You need the Iron Boots in order to access the Water Temple. So this walkthrough is just going to be the Ice Cavern, and then we're also going to get the Zora's Tunic right after the Ice Cavern. I do want to warn you, you want to have, I would say, at least 3 bottles by now, if not all 4. The reason for that is because you're going to be collecting blue flame inside of your bottles. This will make more sense when you're in the dungeon. And there's only 3, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 locations to get blue flame within the Ice Cavern. And you just want to be able to store as much as possible while also not running the risk of dying without having a fairy. So just keep that in mind. Before you leave the Ice Cavern, you want to have 2 bottles filled with blue flame because you're going to use it outside the Ice Cavern as well. Okie doke, let's get started. So, adventuring around after finishing the Fire Temple, Navi will eventually yell at you and say, hey, there's an Arctic wind coming from Zora's River. Can't you feel it? She may do that while we are, running around ourselves. She may not, but that's sort of your clue to check out Zora's River and subsequently Zora's Domain. The game kind of expects you to just revisit the same areas in the same order that you did as a kid. So you go to the forest, then you go to Death Mountain, and then you go to Zora's Domain. After that, though, it's kind of just Wild West, choose your own adventure. All right, so now that the Fire Temple's done, oh right, that ring of Death Mountain never changes. Duh. All right, so normally I would summon Epona, but Zora's River's right here. I'm sure as soon as we hit this area, Navi's gonna say, hey. Maybe not. There it is. An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's River. Do you feel it? That was almost exactly what I said verbatim. All right. So being honest, something funny is going to be here. I saw this on my test run a few minutes ago. There is a magic leaf here. I don't remember planting magic beans in this hole, though, so I'm not entirely sure why it's here. That said, however, if it's automatic, that's strange. If not, you can just take it, but I'll show you the route you're supposed to go anyway. It's the same exact route as before, except now that you're taller, you won't sink in the water as easily, so you can actually just walk through most of the river. So we're going to come around here. You'll notice there's quite a bit more Octoroks in the water, as there were before as a child. You can also get here by taking the shortcut from the Lost Woods, but starting from the Temple of Time, this is a little bit easier. Okay. And if you remember, when we learned the Scarecrow song as an adult, or rather confirmed the Scarecrow song as an adult, when we were in Lake Hylia, the lake was kind of gone. It was almost completely drained. That is because of the curse inside the Water Temple. So by the time you're done with the Ice Cavern and the Water Temple, the lake will fill back up. And that gives you access to a few more things. Alrighty, so here in Zora's Domain, you'll notice that it's completely frozen over, and there are no Zora to speak of. So if we want to check out the shop, we can't, because it's blocked by this red ice. We can't do anything about it. Thank you. So let's go pay King Zora a visit, see what happened. King Zora is frozen in ice as well, or this red glowing stuff. Alright, let's see about Jabu Jabu. See what's going on with him. Alright, Jabu Jabu seems to have left, but in his wake is this pile of ice here. And if we were to jump off of it, we would land on a floating platform of ice. So if we come over here, we'll notice that there's an Octorok to the left that draws our attention to this cave. This cave was unreachable as Child Link, but now that we have these floating platforms, these little icebergs, we can navigate over to it and actually enter the cave. And this is, of course, the Ice Cavern. Now, what's interesting is, you know, it's icy because we're an adult and the curse is, you know, in Lake Hylia and Zora's domain. But what would this look like as a kid? I'm sure with the levitation sheet on Game Shark, you could just get in here and probably be the Ice Cavern, but it makes you wonder. Okay, so right here we see another one of these red ice things. So we're just going to walk past that. We're actually never going to unfreeze that one. It's one of the few things we're never going to unfreeze. It's just a waste of time. All right, so while you're navigating this cavern, you got to watch out for stalactites that are in the ceiling, and then you can break the stalagmites with your sword. So we have these ice creature things here. Wait for them to stop blowing their wind, and then you can go after them. They take 3 hits each. They can blow wind. Yep, there you go. So when you're frozen, you want to mash the stick. Just keep rotating it because you will take damage while you are frozen. It's continuous damage, so you got to be very careful. All right, so once that's done, I'm not really sure what Navi is, like, pointing to here. I don't know how to get her to, like, talk to me right there. If you do, let me know, but I don't know what she's signifying. Oh, yep, there you go. All right, a couple hearts here. Let me keep on moving. This is a relatively short dungeon, but it does have some interesting puzzles. So we have this blade here and giant silver rupees in the room. So this introduces the concept of collect all the rupees, open the door. So what you want to do is just walk around the blade, collect the rupees, watch out for the flying pot. And then what we can do is we have another one up here. Alright, so just jump off. Very good. And then behind here, we have another one, along with the first Skulltula. So you want to take out your hook shot, poke it, and collect the token. So that's number 1 of 3. Ugh, of course. That's cheap. Alright. So we're going to go through the door. And now remember this room, because there is a wall of frozen ice to the right and a wall of frozen ice to the left. When we come back here, we're going to melt the one on the left first. But first, we're going to come through here. Always be careful when turning corners, because you can sometimes run into these guys. What are their names? Freezered. Got it. Never knew that. Ugh. Yeah, the ice is no fun. Alright. So we got a couple in here along with ice keys. Now, ice keys can freeze you, just like the fire keys can burn you. However, oh god. Okay, we're just gonna wait for them to come to us, I guess. However, ice keys are a little different, because when they freeze you, oh no, when they freeze you, they sort of freeze you in place, and then there we go. They don't lose their ice flame thing. So, like, they can freeze you once and just circle back and freeze you again. Whereas fire keys, once they sort of set you ablaze, they lose their fire and have to touch a torch. Ice keys do not. So it says, this blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something. Well, that's our cue to take out our bottles. And we'll empty this one as well. Alright, so just take your bottle, scoop it up. And then you don't need too many here, but I just like to keep them full. We're quickly going to run into another fountain. Alright, so just wait for the freezer to finish. Whoa, whoa, what is happening? That was crazy. So what you can do is you can take out your hook shot, and you can actually hook shot to these things. Just do it after they're done blowing their ice. Really. Sometimes they're invisible, and they travel. You just look out for the cloud of icy smoke on the ground, and you'll see where they go. Oh my god, dude. How do I keep slipping off this thing? The movement in Ocarina of Time is a little stiff. Sorry about the delay here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, let's melt this chest, and then inside is going to be the map. Okay, so now we got the map, and then you should have at least one. I think there's a fairy in that pot, but you should have at least one pot of blue flame, or bottle of blue flame. Because now we're going to get the compass alongside a gold Skulltula, and if you're collecting them, there's also a piece of heart in this dungeon. Alright, so go ahead and melt the wall on the left. Alright, so through here, we have a piece of heart locked up in flame. I'm just going to ignore that, but most importantly is the gold Skulltula here. Okay, very good. And then on the other side is going to be the compass, but it's locked in a chest. So we're just going to unfreeze it. Be wary of the keys. They can go through the blue flame and turn themselves into ice keys. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to refill all of our bottles. There we go. Refill all of your bottles. If you have a fourth one, go ahead and refill it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to quickly walk across. Oh, God. I'm going to quickly walk across here. I'm going to use one and then refill again. Just because, I don't know, I never like giving up the fairy. Right. I'm going to go right back and fill this back up. There is another fountain that you can fill it up at in the next room, but it's very annoying to get to, and it kind of unsolves a puzzle for you, so I don't like to do it. Alrighty. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go into a room that has a sliding block puzzle. It's quite literally my least favorite kind of puzzle in video games. But there's not many in this game, which is nice. Alright. So here in this room, we have some ice keys. And then we have the sliding block puzzle. So what I recommend doing is, as soon as you get in, try to target the keys. Oh, it was almost a double tap. Oh, God, are you kidding? Wow. Alright, come over here and just kill the third one. You don't want to deal with these things for any longer than you need to. Alright, now we're going to collect the silver rupees, and you can see that there's a blue flame or blue fire fountain up there, but it's frustrating to deal with. You have to, like, literally slide a block into it, which is frustrating. But the third and final gold Skulltula is on the wall here. And then once you grab that, go ahead and open up your map to confirm that you have all three, which we do. Very good. Okay. So just hop up here. Roll to grab this one. And then we're going to start sliding this block around. So what we can do, we're going to push this here. Go to the other side. Going Gonna push it here. And then we're gonna melt this one. I think I'm gonna end up refilling my bottle here. Actually, no, it's fine. It's okay. When you are melting the ice, make sure you are right in front of it. I actually thought that I missed it there. So make sure you are right in front of where you need to use it. Otherwise, it can miss. Okay, so we're going to just slide here. Oh, no, come on. Oh, no. Everything just respawned. Oh, my God, we're at the beginning? Jesus. I thought it would just kick us back into the room. Wow. It's a small place, but that's frustrating. I'm going to refill my bottle now. I can't believe I just did that. Wow, I feel like in Master Quest, it doesn't do that. Oh, well. Sorry about that. I was trying to just efficiently get off that block, but I guess I overshot it. Okay. Apologies, apologies, apologies. Oh, God. Why did I do that? I'm just trying to move quick. Alright, back in action here. Back in action. But now we gotta kill the Ice Keese again. Which is always a terrifying endeavor. Where am I facing? Thank you. Okay. Great job, everybody. Oh, we don't need to melt it anymore. Go figure. Okey-doke. Alright. When you're done in here, you want to have at least one bottle of blue flame remaining. Like before you go into the next room, because you're gonna need it to get to the final part. Alright, so once you have two, oh my God. No, don't climb. Grab. There you, oh wow, this is frustrating. This is a very frustrating conversation. Alright, go ahead and push it off. This way it falls. And then it literally just regrows again. So you're all good. I'm gonna push it over here. And grab this rupee. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hello. Alright. Push this over here. And grab this one. Okay. I'm gonna grab this one. That'll open the door. Okay. Now we gotta use the block to get through the door, sorry. So just push it off the edge. And then get the new one. Get the fresh one. Okay, then we're gonna push it forward. Then we're gonna push it forward again. Oh. I messed that up. I hate sliding block puzzles. Okay, try that one more time. Okay. Why am I not remembering what to do here? Don't we push it forward and just push it forward? That literally cannot be correct. I am so puzzled. Okay, okay. You gotta do the full loop. Sorry, I had it in my head that it was quicker, but all good. There you go. That's the solution. I hate sliding block puzzles, but just recreate that and you're fine. All right, jump over here. There's another freeze art here. There's another one here. And then you gotta melt this, so just make sure you stand next to it. This way it catches it. We are gonna fight, I hesitate to call it a mini-boss, but we're gonna fight an enemy. So don't be afraid to break these, see what's inside. Not much. This is a door, it's not exactly obvious, but the context button does change to open. And then we got a white Wolfos. I wasn't sure if they were called like snow Wolfos. The jump slash on its tail will do it. That's all you need. And then a chest appears. Okay, the iron boots. We'll talk about those in a moment, but for now, we're going to speak with Sheik. We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move, like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. Link, I'll see you again. Alright, there's two things. Serenade of Water is my favorite song in this entire game. Especially that scene of Link and Sheik playing it together. The second thing is the Iron Boots. If you are playing the 3DS version of this game, God bless. Otherwise, you are in for frustration. This really is a remnant of I don't know what. This seems like a weird design decision. I'm sure that the developers were locked into this choice for some reason or another, but the Iron Boots have to be equipped from the equipment screen. They are not an item. On the 3DS version, they are. You could just touch the touchscreen, unequip and re-equip, no problem. It's literally a touch of a button. N64 and GameCube, and I guess Switch, you have to equip them manually every single time. So here's a preview of the water temple. Ready? You're going to drop into the water. You sink to the bottom. You open the door. You walk out. And now you have to unequip them. So you got to do that like a million times in the water temple, just letting you know. Okay. So, like I said, before we leave, we need at least 2 pots of blue flame. Realistically, you only need 1, but we're going to do the whole thing, and we're going to unfreeze the shop in Zora's domain as well. Okay, I have 3, even better. Well, there you go. All right, because I came here a second ago. Okay, so even though Sheik taught you that song, we are not really near the water temple at all. We'll get there, though. Don't worry. So we are going to manually exit the cave here. Don't worry about unfreezing anything else. It's not worth it. There's nothing of value. Whoa, there is nothing of value in them. Okay. I really do like the music in here. It's very peaceful. Okay, cool. So, if you look closely... Oh, God. Anyway, if you look closely underwater, you will notice a piece of heart is down there. You just need to equip the iron boots to get that. Oh, it's not freezing water. Okay. I was afraid I would take damage in this water. Maybe that's only a Majora's Mask. Anyway, if you equip the iron boots and sink to the very bottom of the lake, you will get a piece of heart. But I recommend speaking with King Zora first before you do that. So let's go ahead and unfreeze him. And this is very important to do. You basically need to do this in order to finish the water temple. At least I think. I'd be shocked if you didn't. Alright, so once he melts, go ahead, jump on a little platform here. And he says, "Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater." And we got the Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it, and you won't drown underwater. So we have the third of 3 tunics now, which allows us to effectively breathe underwater. Ah, I see. Princess Ruto went to the water temple. That's it. I don't know if he recognizes you. It's a little strange. Anywho, that's kind of it. If you were to play the Serenade of Water, you would get teleported to the water temple, which is at the bottom of Lake Hylia. So you get teleported to Lake Hylia, you go down, and you open the temple. We're going to do that next time, because the water temple is quite long, and I have not played it in years. So I need to do a refresher on that one. Okay, so let's talk about it next time. So next time, we are going to do the water temple, like I said, and then after that, there's a couple of small things that we can do. You can get a special kind of arrow immediately after doing the water temple. I do want to give you a heads up. In order to complete the water temple, I think to get all of the gold Skulltulas, you need Din's Fire. That could be a Master Quest only thing, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure you need it. And then it may require a revisit right after you finish for some reason. That might be a Master Quest thing as well. Yeah, with the water levels. I could be misremembering. It's been a long time since I did the water temple. Anyway, so get Din's Fire. The other thing is that we'll get a special kind of arrow, and then after that, the fishing hole, or the fishing pond, reopens in Lake Hylia. So with that, we can get the gold scale, which is the replacement for the silver scale right here. The gold scale allows you to dive deeper. Getting it is a bit of a challenge. There is a guaranteed way to get it. You have to catch, I think, a 20-pound fish, if I'm not mistaken. And like the guaranteed way to get that is to like manipulate. It appears every 4th time you enter, or every 3rd time you enter the. No, I guess it is every 4th time you enter the fishing hole and pay to fish. That's when the fish spawn. So what we're basically going to do is we're just going to walk into the fishing hole, pay, walk out, walk in, pay, walk out. We're going to do that 3 times. And then on the 4th time, the correct fish will appear. So it's kind of shady that like the fish doesn't always appear. It just says what it is. But yeah, so we'll do both of those as well. Okay, cool. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, you can do so by becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.